Alright, cool. Seems like phone sound's working in video. Took me forever to get it working. The HDMI cable came unplugged from my Bella box for some reason. So I've been messing with the camera. Hi, Sarah. How are you doing? Right. Oh, I didn't start the app. I should go start that. Oh, and make sure my heart rate works. I didn't think about that until I just checked the stream. Okay, heart rate is working. Hi, Mr. Winnie Cat. How are you doing today? Oh, is that from flying yesterday? It was really impressive, those songs you passed. Like that Fleo one, I just can't even comprehend. Ew. Oh, that sounds worse, actually. I need to. So, this one, I forgot to get my phone holder and take it off my other bike and put it on this bike, so I can't mount my phone to the handlebars, so I can't look at chat. So, I'm trying to set up the camera angle. I'm gonna ride with one hand and hold my phone and look at it. And that's pointed too far down, it looks like. Or a little bit too far down. All right. So I'll just have to really listen to TTS good. I've only done this one other time before, which is kind of crazy. I only have one handlebar mount and I have two bikes, so I have to switch it back and forth depending on which bike I'm using. So I'm actually surprised this is only like the second time I've forgotten and left it on the other bike. Alright, that seems like it's good. You see the sky and the mountains and see the trail. Alright, cool. There's tons of mountains around here. Like I'm surrounded by them pretty much. And bit rate and everything looks good. So yeah, we should be good to go. So do you just have your wisdom teeth pulled, or do they need to be pulled? I still have my wisdom teeth. Never got them pulled or nothing. Oh, I see. 20 years ago. Dang. That's a lot of deer. Wait, so are you motorcycle riding right now? There? Like, did you just stop for a minute? Oh, I need to make sure I don't talk over TTS, like Sarah's last message, because I can't read it. They flare up once in a while. Oh, okay. Well, dang, that's unfortunate. Oh, okay, cool. I hope you have a nice motorcycle ride. Yachty, Fifi. Hope you had a nice rest of your stream and everything. Upcoming trail closure. I hope it's not actually closed. Last time I tried to ride this trail, it was closed. I just They don't have a website anywhere where they post anything about when it's closed or not. Oh, I see. Yeah, I was wondering if you were going to show up. I was waiting for you to torture me with Rate's new maps. I hadn't played them yet, which is fine, because I have plenty of other stuff to play. And I figured you'd probably enjoy torturing me. Ah, nice. Yeah, I'm talking about being tortured again. It's fine. I mean, if I didn't want to wait, I'd just go play them. But I figured I'd just wait until you or somebody requested them, or somebody wanted to watch me torture myself, and then I'll roll around on the floor. I'm gonna stop real quick and pick up. I'm already regretting not bringing my handlebar mount for my phone. Oh, got to test the nice whip too. Okay, I missed that part. Nice. Pete Saber sweared. Sorry for not torturing me. Wait, I forgot. I didn't start my other app so you guys can creep on me. Right. I can't be having an overlay and it not work. Right, there we go. Looks like it's uploading. Now you can creep as much as you want. I mean, what? This overlay should be working after that. I'm gonna let this Zoomer e-bike come by. I don't know. It's kind of hot here. Okay, awesome. Yeah, it's cooler weather today, and I was planning on going further up into the mountains, like way up that way, and ride, and it'd be a little bit cooler. For some reason here, right at the foot of the mountains, it's hotter than it was in town, which is weird. Maybe in town it's cooler because you're closer to this water. So the high is like 76 today or something. And it was even cooler than that back at home. But, well, I'm hot right now. My car said it was 82 in the parking lot. And it took me a long time to get everything working. So I sat in the parking lot in the sun for like 20 minutes. So it felt like it was sweltering by then. And I don't know what 82 is in Celsius. Heck. I need to learn more temperatures, so when like most of the stream only knows Celsius, I can tell what temperature it is. It's not super hot, but it's not cool either. Like, it's not actually sweltering, what I consider sweltering, but I guess sitting in the sun it is. Oh, yeah, okay. 78 and 26, so it was like, what, 4 degrees hotter in the parking lot is all it was. So I guess maybe it's only hotter here, like in the parking lot, not actually hotter if it says 78. This is a rail trail. I'm just gonna ride all the way, part of the way up a mountain, unless I lose cell service. Then I guess I'll turn around. I took my mountain bike. I didn't know how bumpy this would be, but someone just rode by me on a road bike, or maybe it was a gravel bike with no suspension. So I probably could have taken my other bike. It's a lot nicer to ride. It rolls a lot faster than my mountain bike. I don't think we crossed the river again, but I think it goes along the river a few places, so we'll probably be able to see it. I don't want to jump in. It seems it's warm enough that swimming would be nice, kind of. Look at that huge tree lying all the way across it. I don't actually know if the camera is pointed down enough where you can see the huge tree. Oh, yeah. I might have pointed it too far down. Hi, fish. Good so far. Right now it's just hot because I sat in the parking lot setting everything up. How high do you go? Because the little small, I don't know if I should say that I know this works, but you know the little small planes, like regional carriers that just go from one small airport to the other? Your phone works in those. Because they don't even have Wi-Fi you can buy, and if you forget to turn airplane mode on, your phone just keeps working the whole flight. They don't get super, super high. So I guess it depends on how high. I would assume it would probably pick up. You might be far enough away that your phone might not be able to push upload that far down to the towers. But I'm sure you'd probably get some service the whole time. As long as you're like near a city where there's a lot of towers below. Like, I don't know, I think there's a chance that it might work. There's a lot of places that I still get download and good download, but I just can't get enough upload to stream. So it really depends. Yeah, worst case, you do one really, really horrible, unwatchable scuff stream. You know, I did a lot of those for like a few months before I figured out how to do better. And that would probably still be interesting, the parts that we could see. Big. Uh-huh. Oh. Oh. Uh-huh. Yeah, if it fell. Oh, goodness. I didn't, but you just reminded me. But I still have check, 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 like stuck in my head, or however it goes. Every time I just think about music, I think about walls that say check going back and forth in front of me and that song. Because I tried that part so many times trying to figure out how to do it. That Pleo map. So what are these trails? Trails are open to public for hiking only when the outdoor school is not in session. Bicycles and horses are not allowed on the trails. Oh. That one has a bridge. I thought maybe I could go see the river again, but it just has a no public access sign. Yeah, that check, check, check part is just stuck in my head. I actually did that. Last time Sarah played Guinea Pig Bridge on her stream, I got it stuck in my head. But only for a little bit. I think both of those are worse than Mope Mope. Even though I've played Mope Mope the most when it used to get overly requested all the freaking time. So riding with a Quest, I assume. You just have to, it'd be hard to see how to ride with a VR headset on your face. I'd probably look real weird also. People would be scared. I'm just gonna run them over. I can't see. So last time I came here, the trail was closed right up here. So I've never been past right up here. So I guess we'll see how it goes. I don't really want to ride back down there in the sun. So I hope cell service holds out. Wait, that's true, I guess. I guess it's actually true. I want to go one day a few exits up the interstate, this river. There's a hiking trail that goes up to a couple waterfalls. It's really pretty. I want to go walking there one day. Well, dang. Oh, I think you've probably all seen it. Everyone here right now, or that has been talking. The trail with that goes up the valley, we can see the interstate below, and all the railroad trellises you go over and everything. Trestles, railroad trestles. Freak. I always get trestles and trellises mixed up. And I do it so much now that before I go to say the word, I try to remember which word I need to say, and then I overthink it and say the wrong one. Anyways, this trail goes up and runs into that trail. I'd like to ride the whole thing, like this section and that section sometimes, but it would be like round trip would probably be like 50 or 60 miles, and I can't ride that much in a day. My legs can't hold out. And I've tried where this trail goes up to the lake. That'll be nice if I can get that far. I've tried driving up to said lake before, and I lost cell service right before I got to it. But that was before I have all new phones and modems now. So they all work better than my old ones. So there's a chance I can get all the way up to the lake with limited bit rate and probably sitting still. Or I can switch to my phone and hang out there a little bit, and it'd probably, hopefully, be watchable. And then I can ride back down. But we might run out of service right before I get to the lake. We don't before then. And who knows if I'll be able to go all the way up there or not. So we'll find out. Oh, a picnic table. Cool. Little trail side eating area. But this is part of the Great American Rail Trail, just like the other ones. So it's like like riding? I don't really know. I hadn't really bike rode much this year, not streaming. The first few long rides I did, it was just like, I was really sore after that. But that's kind of even normal riding. When you go over the winter and you don't ride any, then the next spring, your legs and your butt has to get used to sitting in the bike seat again. See, it did seem like it took me longer to get used to sitting on a bike seat this year. Because I never did any streaming bike rides until last summer, and I had done quite a few bike rides before I streamed then, so I kind of got used to riding. So this spring, I guess getting used to riding with the backpack, it did seem like it took like twice as long. Kind of annoying. The backpack's so heavy. I have to air my shock way up on this bike, and then if I don't want it to be too stiff, yeah, I guess. Like, I mean, it probably took me double the rides too, but I also was riding. I don't know if I can really say it took double the rides, because I kind of got used to smaller, short rides really fast. So yeah, kind of a non-issue. But then there were some like 25, 30 mile rides where I just started getting sore by then, just in sitting in the seat. Oh, there's a nice overlook area. Oh, it's right under the power lines, this way. Where I got, more tired of from sitting on the seat for like multiple hours. But I guess mostly not much of an issue. Which it probably only weighs like 20 pounds, the pack. So you can really tell a difference compared to not having a pack on. Especially on mountain bike trails, the bike handles a lot better. Not having a bunch of weight on my back. Yeah. Thought about getting a handlebar bag or something. I'd have to, if I didn't want to have wires running between me and the bike, I'd have to put the camera on the handlebars, which would be really, really, really bumpy. Oh, so here's the waterfalls I was talking about. You actually drive down that road that you can see under the power lines, and the trail heads back up that way, and you hike up that valley there in between the tall one and this hill, the one right there. And there's some 3 different waterfalls, I think. There's like a lower falls and upper falls, but upper falls, if I remember right, is 2 different sections. And so you hike up that valley. I actually don't know how I have cell service right now, thinking about this. And it really makes me think I won't up that valley. Because the interstate goes on the other side of this hill, and that's where all the towers are at. But yeah, I've thought about that. I could put a handlebar bag. I could get like a big bag and put on my seat post, or maybe just the top bar. See, because I've thought about, so they make handlebar bags, and then they make bags that go, like, I've seen bags for some bikes that'll go like in between the bars. It won't with this one. Can't really put a bag down here without getting in the way, but I was thinking about if I could get some kind of bag here. I'm so tall, I can straddle this even with a bag sticking up like so high. So that wouldn't really be a problem. I might not be able to... I could... It would look weird on the mountain bike. I could put a luggage rack on the back if I could mount it over the back wheel. And then I could have it there, and I could just either stream wirelessly from my GoPro to the bell box, or either run a really, really long wire. Oh, I could also hook my That's what I was thinking. Like, I've looked at bike bags a little bit and haven't found anything that is already made for a bike that is big enough to hold the stuff I want to put in it and, you know, would fit easy. I'm gonna look really weird on a mountain bike. With handlebar tassels and everything. Figured I'd just check a bit right real quick before I leave. So I thought the interstate went on that side of the mountain, but I've seen a few trucks drive through. So it goes up here, I guess right above the falls. Training wheels. Hey, I do kind of want to put a kickstand on my bike. Talking about stuff that people don't normally put on mountain bikes. Although I want a kickstand more on my other bike that I ride around. That e-bike has a kickstand on it, and I've gotten used to just being able to, you know, push the kickstand out, kick it down, and sit the bike there, and it feels like a luxury. It's like really nice. Not having to find something to lean your bike against. Like as far as stuff I actually want to put on the bike. Like, similar, I guess. They function the same way when you're stopped. Riding through hills like this scares me. That all the bit rate's gonna go away. Yeah, most expensive bikes. Oh. These are mountain bike trails, I'm pretty sure. This place right here. Ooh. And so far I've had good service, so if I can't make it all the way up to the lake, I'll just come back down here and do some mountain biking. I guess that's one cool thing about taking, one of the maps I've looked at said there was mountain bike trails here, but I couldn't find them on Google or the name of the park or anything, but it's a county park. So I assume, and that looks like a bike trail. Yeah, most, actually even the like Walmart or Kmart like bikes have had didn't have kickstands, or some of them didn't, I think. I don't actually remember good enough. But yeah, especially like mountain bikes and road bikes, people are really particular about how light the bike is. So they don't want anything that adds any extra weight at all. And like, so most people wouldn't go put a kickstand on their bike. They'd rather just lay it down on the ground or lean it against a tree. And then they don't have the extra like half a pound or whatever the kickstand might add. And like most, like a Walmart or a Kmart, like cheap dual suspension bike will be like, I don't know, probably like 50 or 60 pounds. I don't know if they actually go, most of them are 60, but maybe like 50, or maybe just 45 or 50. But like a light dual suspension mountain bike will be like 20 pounds or something. Yeah. And it's an extra something down there to catch on stuff. Oh, I didn't know I went over the river again. But I guess so. River's way down there. Here it looks like. I don't even see. Or maybe it's just a different creek. This isn't the river, this is a little creek, I guess. But I can only hear it. The trees are so thick you can't even see any water. Crazy. I mean, it is nice to just be able to sit your bike down. And I'm not like a hardcore racer or I've never really cared that much. Like, I don't want to ride a 50-pound bike around. That would be interesting. I don't know what mine weighs. My 26-inch dual suspension mountain bike I had, the one that I said the frame broke on it, it was, I think, 28 or 29 pounds, I think. But then I added like those handlebars, like grips like I have on my other bike with a metal horn things, and added other stuff, and I think got it up to like 31 or 32 or something by the time I added a few pounds of stuff to it, if I remember right. I have never weighed this, and I didn't know. I bought it used, and I don't think I ever knew exactly what it weighed when I got it, because it was just the cheapest entry level 29er you could get. So I was just trying to get the cheapest thing, or close to the cheapest thing. So, you know, definitely wasn't going to pay more for something that's lighter. So I didn't really pay attention a lot. But I'm guessing mine weighs about 30 or 35 pounds. I haven't added any handlebar grips or anything to this bike. It has a bike light strapped to the handlebars. Other than that, it's like stock weight. Oh, and the pump and stuff. Bike pump attached to it. Oh, and I guess a bottle cage. But that's the only stuff it didn't come with. But yeah, mostly just mountain bikers want their bikes as light as they can, and they'd rather have the light than the convenience of, you know, being able to just sit your bike on a kickstand. I'm kind of like in between that and a mountain bike. I don't know I really care if I have a kickstand. Probably would mostly rather it be lighter. But my other bike, after getting used to it, I definitely would like one. I ride, you know, on it a lot more, and I don't have convenient stuff to just sit my bike against when I stop. Oh my. Well, you said beefy lock and a rack, so I guess that way adds a lot. Now, I'm not going to add tassels just because I don't really want tassels on my bike. They would get in the way if I wanted them for like looks. They would get in the way more than they would actually matter as far as adding weight. But they seem really annoying. Aren't you talking about the handlebar tassels that hang off of the end of your handlebars? I could see those getting caught on a tree or something and making you crash. Yeah. I was wondering what that was. It's just a shared trail sign right before this pull off. And I guess it's kind of a heavy bike also, because normally I'd think a hardtail would be lighter than a dual suspension. Yeah. Like most of the time, that's why I was thinking I wouldn't really want a kickstand on my mountain bike that much, because I'd probably almost, if I used it, I'd just be putting on a kickstand instead of the tree that it's right beside. And it would be just as easy to lean it against the tree and then not have a kickstand mounted to it. And I could see the kickstand going down like bumps really hard, just like unfolding and then you crashing. Like Fish said, like even if it didn't hit something and fall down, I could see you going over really big bumps and it folding down. Oh, okay, so you have I want to get one of those for my bike. Something like that. I just have a little bitty cable, and sometimes when I, you know, not mountain biking as much, but when I've ridden on, you know, my other bike on the paved trails, sometimes I wouldn't mind stopping at some of the parks I go by or go in a store or something. Mostly stop at a park that you can't really ride your bike through and leave my bike someplace and walk for a few minutes, but I'm too scared of people stealing it. Like, it's a cheap bike, but I'm still worried about somebody stealing it. Wow, they have horses and everything. That must be a really fancy house. Yeah, I've been meaning to, I've read about bike locks a little bit. I've been meaning to read about them more and figuring out what kind I should get. Before, it seemed like U-locks and stuff were harder to cut than, a cable. But I don't know if there's something else even better. And, wait, what kind did you say yours was? I really wish I can't. I really don't like not being able to go back and read chat. You said beefy lock. Oh, chain lock. Okay, I thought you said. So it's like a really heavy duty chain. You see that being way harder. Okay. And like big chain that you can't cut with bolt cutters. So you pretty much have to have a. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh. So you make it like, you make it where someone actually has to spend a little bit of time to get it. They're less likely to do that. Because all you're trying to do is make it inconvenient enough that they don't try to steal your bike. Oh, okay. Now I'm going up around the hill. So hopefully cell service doesn't start dropping out. Toggle. Hello. She was like, good boy. Because he didn't even try to move. Such a good doggo. Seemed like. Hi, let's go. Oh, okay, cool. Well, that's successful. Oh, trying to steal bikes? Yeah, bikes are like a hot commodity or whatever. Like people just, you just leave one sitting around too much and someone just steals it. I'm gonna stop and drink some water real quick. This is the first really long hill that I got to, and I was like, oh, I don't want to ride up that. Which, I guess it depends. People steal mountain bikes a lot because a decent mountain bike, I guess most, yeah. Maybe if someone steals a few bikes, it might be enough dollar amount that they would go try to find them. But mostly it has to be like a car or something to be worth enough that they'll actually try to get to people. I mean, it's also a lot harder to steal a car and hide it. It's a lot easier to get a bike and then not get caught, I guess. And it's like, but like a lot, like my mountain bike was like $2,400. So most people that actually mountain bike, they're riding around at least a $2,000 or $3,000 bike. So, oh, I see. So like a lot of mountain bikes, people just steal off your car and stuff because it's like a, you know, $2,000 or $3,000 bike. Like I would not leave this bike. I don't leave it cabled up any place. If I have it on my car, I won't. I'll just drive home and leave it. Like I don't want to like go in a store and leave it in the parking lot. If I'm in the really like ritzy part of town, I'll leave it like just to go run in the grocery store. And you see other bikes there, some also, but like I don't see anyone else leaving their bikes on their cars around where I live either. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if I went into a store and then just not notice the person sitting. Okay, like, wait, like just found it now? Oh, there's a little lake over there. Oh, wait, okay. You found the same model. I wasn't sure what you meant. 6.1 pounds, dang. Okay, cool. What is this right here? Another driveway? Yeah. It sounds like there's a road right up there. Because I heard a sound like, oh, there is. I just saw a car drive by. Oh, that's the road that goes up into this valley that I drove up. That goes up to the lake. I guess I've gotten far enough up the trail where it's close to the road. Park boundary, private property. This is not looking good for a bit rate. I just noticed it's only holding like well, AT&T is just getting just enough bit rate. Oh, so, to keep the stream up. And other than that, it's about to just die. It's fine, we can go back and mountain bike if it dies in a few minutes. I have to be pretty close to the lake, so I would assume. At least, you know, light better. Hi. Well, he came back. It's all right. Wait, is that back on now? Because it says it's doing like 800. Oh, yeah, chat's not loading. I didn't think about that back there. That I don't know if any of the stuff I tried made it work or not, because I was expecting yesterday. Yes. Just keep writing. I got TTS to read outside sometimes, but I can't get the website live. Hello. I can hear I can hear chat now. I just can't see the stream. Was it off that whole time, or could you actually, or did my TTS just stop working? And could you actually see the stream? And I just couldn't see chat. I assume no, because if I didn't have enough downloads, you'd see chat. All right, now I can actually watch my stream. Okay. Man, it cut off right before the lake. It took me so long to just get back to there where I could tell I had service, because I was switching my phones around trying to see if I could maybe I was trying to see if I could stream from the phone app, and maybe, because that can handle less bit rate than the Bellbox. But I couldn't get it to even start streaming. Because I thought, well, if I could get it to look like okay, I rode all the way up to the parking lot for the lake. So I thought if I could back, maybe would have better service if they both weren't overheating, because I know at least my Pixel, it seems to, or it can sometimes throttle itself down where it gives way less data if it's struggling bad. Like when it gets so hot that it starts, both of them will just turn the camera off if they get too hot. Oh well, that's unfortunate. I made it further than last time though, because last time when I was on the road, I didn't make it quite. Like this completely cut off where I couldn't hear chat, and I rode a little bit further, and I don't know if you could see any of it if it was cutting on and off, but where I stopped at, and there was like a road in front of me where it looked like the trail crossed the road. That's that's where the road gets to the parking lot for the lake, and everything. So pretty much, so I made it further than last time, but still, I guess I can't stream there. There's no service. Did I ever repair my other phone? I'm gonna check now, since I can actually see stuff. Yeah, I did. Okay, good. So I'm good. I also thought about just going and getting on the other bike trail and riding up a ways, because I wouldn't mind riding uphill more, getting some more exercise. But I'm not sure how far I would have had to ride up it before I rode back into cell service, and then coming back, I would have rode through there and it would have cut off again. Well, welcome back to Snoqualmie. I think the stream's mostly been offline, because there's a really pretty lake I was trying to ride up to show chat. I've been there before. I've only been there like once though, so I wouldn't mind going again. But I lost service like right before it. TTS and everything didn't stop working until like a few hundred feet before it. Before the parking lot, at least. Yeah, but welcome back. I'm headed back downhill now. And I believe there's some mountain bike trails along here somewhere. So do a little bit of mountain biking. I have to like look for them. I guess it's once you get past all these houses. I'm still right up beside the road here. Oh, this must be where the trail curves away from the road. If anybody wants to buy me a Starlink Mini, I'll try to mount it to my back. and it wouldn't help very much here because there's so many tall trees. I probably wouldn't get service with it hardly either. But there are some places I could stream then. Also, I don't know for sure if I hardly want to do that. People use those a lot in their car. I do kind of want to mount it to my back just to see if I can, but then how heavy is it? Like, this backpack is heavy. If I add like something else that's like 20 extra pounds, I don't know if I would want to ride around with like a 40-pound backpack. Maybe I could get a luggage rack and mount it to the back of the bike. Oh, that's not a trail, that's just a pull off. It looks like. I should probably get the map and look at where the bike trails are at. Oh, there's that house, the first one I got to, first driveway. This is nice and cool, flying downhill. Wait, there's a trail that cuts off right there. All right, let me make sure I'm not going by some of the bike trails. Wait. I just went back up to, because I never actually checked to make sure I didn't miss any messages. What was the uh-oh, Meg is dragging us through the dirt one for? What does it look like? I didn't ever even hear that message. Last thing I ever heard was not the burrito. And then there was the couple messages after that, and then it never read anything off. Hi, Dan. No, I did not. I don't even know what par there is. Do I have all trail parks on here? I do. Oh, it wants me to download it. Hopefully I have enough service to download. It's only 44 megabytes. Oh, it wants me to log in. Do I have an account? Mm-hmm. I do. Okay. Oh, email can't be empty. All right, hold this up enough that chat can't see me type in my email address, which is, happens to be my last name and stuff. Yeah, it is pretty good. It's like, it's funny, every time it cuts off now, it's like, oh no, not the burrito. Okay, so I still have to ride down a ways, and then I'll get to the bike trails. There were also some bike trails that cut off a ways back there. But that was about right when cell service came back. Hello. So, don't want to ride there. So let's see, I go around like 2 more curves, and it kind of flattens out, and it curves to the left. And then there'll be a bike trail that cuts off according to the map. And then we'll go mountain biking. Since I, ran out of cell service. Ugh. Oh, now my knees are stiff. How are you doing today, Dan? But yeah, the burrito thing is pretty great. That is just a meme, just on my channel, basically. And it's gonna be really rotten when I eventually get it. Like, that thing's like a month old now. Like, I think literally that was about a month ago or something like that. Okay. Interesting. I was about there also. Some of Dan's jokes are too cringy, and some of them are a little bit funny. And then, what? Is that a less cringy one that I don't get? I'm confused. So the other bike trail should be right down along here somewhere. Oh, that? Yeah, you're freaking Sarah. Your titles, stream titles. Oh, I see. Now let me stop and make sure I didn't go. Oh, yeah, the bike trails are probably on that side of the creek. That makes sense because they all. Let me make sure it's not this section. Yeah, so there's one that cuts off right on the other side of the creek, is what it looks like. All right, cool. Kind of wanted the view you can see back there, the other mountain over there, the other bike trail goes along it. I don't know how, since I have service up this valley, I probably would have only had to ride a few more minutes to get to it, to get back into cell service. That definitely looks like a mountain bike trail. It's not on the map though, we're not on Trail Forks. Wait, really? Even people that don't visit? Oh, wait. That is it. Wait, so this goes that way and goes way up, and then I guess across the creek somewhere way up the valley? And then there's another trail that cuts off right on the other side. What does it say about this? Log drop jump. Huh. So that's an intermediate. Creek main gate to summit via access road. Wait, are these like, it doesn't say they're directional. Power line exit. I was like, oh, I'm gonna kind of move over out of the way some. Dude's like freaking flying. I think I'm gonna go down to the next one and go up the beginner one. I don't know that I can't ride up that part. And it kind of makes it look like that's a downhill trail. I mean, I'm good or not good depending on who you compare me to. I'm horrible compared to really good people, but really good compared to just the average person that doesn't play custom songs. No, that would be rude. All right, trail right here. Looks a little bit overgrown, but. Oh, I'm not geared up enough. Or geared down enough. And then I got there and there was a tree beside me and I couldn't get off the bike. Dang it. I have to push all the way up here. I can't change the gears here. I mean, I changed a few down and it didn't look as steep. And I started riding up it and I was like, oh, well, dang, I made a mistake. Ugh. My knees are tired now. All right. Let me make sure all my phones are still working. Bitrate is not good here. Oh, actually it is. It just hadn't refreshed. All right, cool. Wait, what? This last one? what time is it? 6:47. Oh, I didn't realize I've been riding that long. Probably shouldn't ride a lot longer anyways. So maybe a few mountain bike trails and then head back. It won't take hardly any time to get back. I could like fly down the hill really fast if I want to. Oh, right, when you managed to visit me, would you like to take your bike on a walk with me too? It didn't read that out. Oh, your bike on the walk. Wait, where would we ride where we take our bikes on the walk? Fish. Take your brakes off before you do it? Oh, it gets steep. I couldn't keep my back wheel, my front wheel on the ground. I have to get used to, I forget what it's like to actually mountain bike up hills with this backpack on. And it's a lot harder to keep I have to lean forward way more than I'm used to. Because I'm so back heavy. Oh, I see. That sounds lovely. I don't think I'm going to take my bike there when I visit because I don't want to leave it on the car anywhere on the way down. So I don't know how much riding we could actually do anyways, because I guess I'd have to rent a bike. So it'd probably just be rent it for like a day or something and do a ride. I gotta see where I'm at. What trail to go down. So I can go up their main line. That makes... I think I'll go on up. So turn to the right and go all the way up until it runs into another trail, and then turn to the left and then go up and turn right. All right, that sounds good. Oh, are you still thinking it? I know you said something about transferring to a college somewhere. I don't remember where you were talking about now. Are you still thinking about doing that? Okay. So I guess you're still going to try to transfer colleges or something? Well, I could maybe come visit. I never said anything else about visiting because Beryl, I do not. I have 3 cell phones on me though. that I can write stuff down on. What? No, you're, I don't like being on planes enough to go to upside down land. It's like probably like a 14-hour plane ride. So that's that one that cuts off, so keep going this way. So unfortunately, no. Hey, this is pretty well upkept. They cut this back recently. No, I mean, you live on the other side of the kind of world. Fish lives on, West Coast, so big difference. All right, this should be the other trail. What? Oh, okay. Like looking at different. Oh, I see. Okay, this is that trail. So I go down this way. What? I thought you told me you live on, East Coast. Okay, of Australia. Yeah, hi, Cassie. I was riding up a rail trail, but I ran out of cell service right before I got to the nice lake that I wanted to hang out at. And I had a little bit more time to ride. And shoot, I didn't realize there was a trail that cuts off. I already don't know which way to go. And there's some mountain bike trails right off of the rail trail that I've never been on. So I'm exploring. Well, yeah, I know that. And I know everybody lives on the east coast of Australia pretty much. At least as far as I know. And the rest of the country is mostly deserted. I think even the other coasts just have like little towns and stuff on them. Oh, I didn't have enough speed. And it sounds like, I might not ever actually not get to visit if you're gone by next summer. So, yeah, so I could probably visit this summer fish, but Farrell can't. Since she just started, isn't going to have enough PTO to do anything until, like, I think pretty much beginning of next year or something. Oh, cool. Alright, I'm just going to push my bike rest away. I keep pulling my front wheel off the... It would make it a lot easier mountain biking if I did get my backpack and get the weight on my bike, because it makes it a lot harder on steep stuff to keep your wheel on the ground. All right, I gotta consult the map again because I already got to another trail. All right, this is the one I was gonna go down. The one I'm on, you can go on it and go down a like fire road. I don't really want to do that. Looks like most people must go up the fire road and ride down this way or that way. Nobody hardly does the loop that I was just doing, because that's like not hardly ridden. Here's just, all right. Oh, this doesn't seem as ridden either as the other one. This is a beginner trail is what it says on Trail Forks. The other one is intermediate. People probably ride up that road, and then like that intermediate trail I went up looked like it'd be really fun to ride down. So I think I'm just riding them backwards compared to what would actually, there's no directions on them. So I don't know which way I'm exactly, they're not, I guess not directional. And this is getting really overgrown. I don't like it's traveled much. I mean, they have cut it back not too long ago. That's that other school place beside the park. This is no bikes. We're not allowed. All right. So we head down this way. I just barely didn't hang my backpack on that tree. There's something pooped right in the middle of the trail back there. A dog, a mountain lion, a bear, something. Oh yeah, somebody got attacked by a mountain lion on the peninsula, I think Saturday or Sunday. I guess Sunday. It attacked this kid, and their dad had to fight the thing off. Unlike Olympic National Park. Wait. Yeah, you don't get attacked that much. But like someone did, okay, so like same valley I'm at, a little ways back up the interstate. Well, that's what I was about to say. A mountain biker got attacked a few miles from here the year before last. It was like a group of like 4 mountain bikers, and it attacked this lady, and her friends fought the thing off and saved her. But like there's a bunch of mountain bike trails here, and people ride on them all the time, and someone only gets attacked every like 5 or 10 years. So it does seem like it's been happening more often. Like a mountain biker got attacked the year before last. I mean, yeah, attacking you once, you might not make it, but it's very unlikely. Like I've probably had, I think as far as statistics or whatever, I've probably had at least one mountain lion that's seen me already today. For how much I've ridden? Probably. But usually they just hang out and, you know, they do their thing and they let you do your thing. Every now and then, I guess they like chasing bikers because you know, you're kind of like a deer running from them. Okay, that trail is not even on the map. I don't even know which one of these trails it shows. I mean, I wouldn't ride on them if I was that worried. I don't have bear spray or a gun or anything to fight the thing off, but like, all right, so this must be that intermediate trail main line. Again, yeah. Wait, this is the one that came up, isn't it? See, this is what's confusing. I don't know if you can see that. It's just like a mass of trails that all run into each other. And so like every... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Thinking about getting attacked by a mountain lion is kind of terrifying, and it took me a while to really think. It took me a while to decide I wasn't scared to ride on trails by myself, like further out into the mountains. Like, I was creeped out for a while when I went like further, like this far out into the mountains by myself about mountain lions, but I've slowly gotten over that. And it's like, yeah, I'm way more likely to die in the car driving here than I am get attacked by a mountain lion. Like, it's so unlikely that, like, if I don't, I mean, it's like so unlikely if I don't ride a mountain bike trail, like this trail, because I'm worried about getting attacked by a mountain lion. I probably need to go wrap myself in bubble wrap and like sit in a room where I'm unlikely to fall over and break my arms or anything either, and just hide out. And just not do hardly anything, because I'll be too worried about dying. Like, realistically, like as far as how likely it is to happen. Now, if I did actually get attacked by one, that'd be horribly terrifying. It does kind of sound fun. Imagine you could see how much you could bounce around the room, like off the walls. That actually sounds like a lot of fun, right? Like you were just like wrapped up enough like you could roll around like a bouncy ball. Oh, and bears, yeah, there's black bears here. There's no grizzlies. Now, I would be scared if there were grizzlies here. I don't want to see a grizzly. A mountain lion, you can fight them off. Grizzlies, they just... Yeah. So it's like, do you die for no exercise, or do you want to die from getting eaten by a mountain lion? It's kind of, you know, what you have to decide. Probably be more fun dying for no exercise. As far as like right when you're dying, I don't know. I can't imagine enjoying. I can't imagine not being terrified. Being eaten by a mountain lion. But like, oh, there's so many roots. Oh, I did it. I stayed balanced. I pulled my front wheel completely off the ground and just kind of hovered there for a half second, and then balanced enough to pedal one more time. And then just laid there until you slowly bled out. Yeah, my stream does get pretty bad sometimes. It's usually me talking about liking being tortured playing Beat Saber, or talking about dying riding a bike. Okay, not actually most of the time like that, but it does happen more than never. I do like getting tortured with playing Beat Saber though. It really is. Like that headbanging. Oh, Sarah, did you see me play the headbanging map last night? Were you lurking then? I headbanged. I think I just almost ran over a snake. I just like looked down and saw it slither off the side of the trail right under my feet. What? I did some real headbanging. I headbanged so hard. I only hit 36 walls. I'm like 3rd place in tanking the least walls. Wait, what, Dan? You say you're leaving? I mean, you don't have, you know, I'm not forcing anybody to watch. You can leave whenever you want. That was kind of fun. Oh, well, sure, yes, you can leave the... That's weird. Anyways, I was talking about the map that has the really, really fast duck walls. I'll stop here again for anyone that maybe wasn't here earlier that didn't see this. The map with the really fast duck walls, I only tanked 36 of them. The mapper tanked like 60 of them. And I think I was way down score-wise, but as far as walls, I was 3rd place as far as tanking the least walls. So it's just basically like headbanging. There's actually one skill I'm good at with Beat Saber, headbanging. Can't ACC to get top 10, but if there was headbanging maps, I probably could with all of them if you got to top 10 with that, you know, that. Metal is just, the worst thing about metal is the screaming. I hate, you know, like that, like just high-pitched screaming metal. It's just freaking horrible to have to listen to. I mean, it's fine if you like it. I just don't like it. I just really don't like it. All right, I guess we'll head on down. What time is it? Oh, I can't see because my heart rate is on that. 7:10. Yeah. Wait, do you like metal a lot? I don't know I ever knew that. I guess you don't play a lot of metal in Beat Saber, but there's not a lot of metal in Beat Saber. And you just play what requests mostly anyways, like me. Mostly, I don't... Like, I don't really... If it's so much screaming you can't understand what they're singing at all, I don't really like it. The growling, I don't like, oh, well, I like baby metal, but like, they're not like, you know, like that. I don't know if the mic actually picked it up good or not, but that's basically, I don't like that. Or like really high squealing, like, or they do stuff like that or whatever. That's what I really hate. It's just like, I'm sorry, Fifi. I just realized what you said, but I didn't do it for 10 seconds. I was just thinking, I just heard what you said about the 10 seconds where my brain processed it and I'm like, wait, I'm running Fifi off right now. Awesome. And hi, Beryl. I don't know if that's good or bad that it picks up very well. I guess good if I'm trying to like say, but yeah, I just don't really like metal like that. It gets on my nerves. It's just like grating. It's just like really horrible. But like, not. It's just like listening to noise-ish to me, I guess. I mean, if you like metal, that's fine. I'm not trying to trash metal. I'm just saying what I don't like metal any more than some of the stuff that gets mapped in Beat Saber that just sounds like some of the really like funky or hard rank stuff that just almost sounds like random noises-ish or electronic noises and is not really a song. I think metal, this singing, screaming part, doesn't really sound like singing much or whatever. Yeah, I am too. Like, I can't really think of any metal. Like, I like baby metal, and there's maybe a few other groups a little bit. But mostly, I wouldn't ever put metal in a rhythm game, in a playlist. But, I mean, I will play metal in Beat Saber. But, like, if it's all just high-pitched squealing, screaming, whatever, or super low pitch, and you just can't even understand what they're saying, it just sounds like someone choking to death. Like, after like a minute of that, I'm just like, I start just thinking like, why am I listening to this? And what am I listening to? Like, it's, like, I don't hate it, but like, it just, after about like a minute, it's just like, start getting, just like irritating, kind of. Where I'd rather just not listen to anything, or to listen to something I like more, I guess. Oh, I'm looking way down so I can see. So the visor shields the sun from my face. If I remember right, the GoPro does pretty good, so stream can probably still see. But I can't see if I look. So don't look straight down at the trail, pretty much. Yeah, like, I don't know what kinds of different metal there are. Like, I mean, remember there's been some baking streams, Fish, and stuff, and you've requested some metal songs, and some of them I liked. Like, I didn't like them enough that I would just go and purposely listen to them just of my own accord, but, you know, felt they were worth listening to. Like, and, you know, and you requesting them. Oh, this is really, oh, it's like blinding. Hello. Really cool. Cat, you want to go get blinded by the sun? Oh, on Discord? I don't remember the names of which ones I listened to, but I at some point pretty much listened to everything you put in there. There was one baking stream I had gotten way behind, and nobody had been requesting anything, so I spent like the first like hour and a half of the stream just going back like months and months and months and listening to everything that like you and Chicken and everybody had put in. So I probably did. Kind of looks like a trail cuts off there. I guess it probably just goes over to the neighborhood. Oh, and I do remember that freaking, man, every time I think about metal, I think about that freaking Blue remix or whatever. The, I'm blue, da da dee da da da, or however it goes, but the metal version. I really, really like that one. It's like really ridiculous. Oh, okay. Well, I don't think I mind metal like music if it has clean vocals. Oh yeah, because it is late. Right. Bye, Mr. Winnie Cat. I hope you have a nice night. Hope you liked the stream. I had a fun time. So I'm back. I guess I'll go on. There's a trail that goes down this way a little ways, but you can't really cut over that way unless you ride way, way, way down. And what time is it? 7:18. Probably should go ahead and stop anyways, because I have to drive a ways home. I drove like a ways into the mountains. The traffic should be getting better now. The interstate was really backed up. Yeah. Take less than an hour now. That's cool. Oh, but it's still gonna take me like an hour by the time I get back to the car. I mean, I do not like that song, but you know, it's fun playing it. Like I wouldn't, you know. I wouldn't unpurposely go listen to it, but Angry Bird doesn't really bother me that much. There's other metal that I think is a lot more annoying. Thank you. Oh, a little baby bunny right over there. I scared it. But yeah, I guess like I don't really hate metal. I just I don't like the screaming. If it's clean vocals like singing, I like some of it quite a bit. And there's like songs that there's a few songs I like that have like screaming part of the time and clean vocals part of the time, and I really like the vocal parts. I just don't like the screaming parts if they last too long. You know, I just don't want too much screaming. I don't actually remember Angry for having that much, or however you say it, having that much screaming. But I'm always busy trying to not die on the map also. When does it say it closes? From 7:31 to 8:1. Oh, so just for a few days. Head for emergency. Trail will be closed ahead for emergency repairs. Huh. Wait. I don't think I've ever seen that. So now, name, I guess? So I think I'm clueless. All right, here's a trail that cuts off. So let's go out this way. It doesn't say no bikes. It has a post right in the middle. It's like they don't want you to ride bikes. Yeah, I guess I'm just busy playing, so I don't actually realize it. Let me make sure I kept up with everything. I'm gonna go down and show them the river, and then I'll go back to the car. There's a really pretty river here. You can go right down to the bank. It won't load my chat. Hello, Twitch app? Can I read my chat? Ah, okay, cool. He's playing Last of Us. This scene involves a rabbit. Oh. No, can I? Why, Twitch app? Why won't you let me click on? Are you for real? It won't let me click on the link. It won't let me copy it either. What the heck is up with this? I didn't know the Twitch app wouldn't let you click on links. Like it will when you're watching, because I link songs a lot and click on links. But on the stream manager, it won't let you click on a link and open it. I tried that also, unless I'm not holding down enough. Alright, I went and I opened it in the TTS app and that let me. Oh, okay, I have seen this, I guess one time. I just forgot about it. Oh, and then that is really brutal. That scream. I know. It makes me feel bad. Like she got traumatized watching that, playing that game, is what it sounds like. Like is full on yelp. All right, we're gonna go. Wait, what game is it? I need to look back at chat. I'm pretty sure you already said. I haven't played that many games. Maybe it'd be fun to play. Oh, Last of Us. Yeah, I've never played that. Wait, isn't that kind of a horror game? I really don't like playing horror games. These are bike trails. But the river's right over here. The only horror game I've played is Half-Life Alyx. And I know that's not exactly one, but I felt like I was dying playing it. It was horrible. I hate a certain somebody in Half-Life Alyx. Oh, okay, but it kind of can be a horror game also. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I thought Oh, Half-Life Alyx? No. Tolerated enough to get through the game. Kind of was gonna walk down to the river, but I don't. It's really dusty here, and I have bike shoes on. I want to find a place that's less dusty. Maybe I could go down. I felt like I was gonna have a freaking stroke playing that part of the game. Oh. Ow. There's briars that just grab both of my hands at the same time. I'm gonna maul myself to death slowly on undergrowth and punk. How did I get back up though? This seems like a nice enough area. Right, so just sit the bike here and then walk down here and try to not die. Oh, just like fly up or whatever. Oh, I didn't think about walking on these drops with bike shoes on and not breaking my ankles. Oh. It's really nice, the river here. Well, somebody wants to go get on my bike and ride off. I'm not going to be able to get up to them fast enough to stop them. All right, I think I'll just sit here on this log that doesn't look like it has any snakes under it. Oh, I guess I could actually go ahead and end stream because all I'm going to do is ride out of here back up to the parking lot. Unless you want a nice driving stream, there'll be a sun in the camera some, but there are still some pretty mountains to see. I actually don't really know why I wouldn't just like drive halfway home streaming. Anybody that wants to watch can watch. If it's boring, then you just go watch someone else. Yeah, but it might be fun for somebody. I want to play Half-Life Alyx again. I almost played it the other day when the day I ended up playing Synth Riders. And I was trying to play Pistol Whip. I almost just went and played Half-Life Alyx. I've only ever played it that one time. I kind of wanted to go through and try to get some of the other achievements. And I don't even remember all of it really good. It's been, I guess it's been like, I played it right after it came out. I also want to play Half-Life 2 because there's supposedly a pretty good VR mod for Half-Life 2, assuming it still works. Yeah, I was thinking about doing that also. It seems like it'd be a little annoying having to carry the gnome everywhere, but it would kind of be fun also. It would make it a different kind of challenge, and it would be, could be fun to do. Oh, I didn't realize it was VR for Half-Life 1. Ah. Oh, I've never actually even played Half-Life 1. I played like a little bit through it and then didn't play the rest of the game. Like I think I only played like an hour in or something, maybe. So maybe I should play Half-Life 1 in VR. And at least play it somehow. I'd always meant to play Black Mesa, because that's like basically Half-Life 1 with nicer graphics. Wonder if you can play Black Mesa in VR. Ugh. Anyways, I guess I'll head back up that way. Just thought I'd come down here and hang out at the river for a few minutes. Okay. Oh, I remember you talking about the bindings. Yeah, and supposedly that actually might come out, like, in our lifetime. Like, I might actually not die of old age before Half-Life 3 comes out. If you believe the rumors. I mean, that seems shocking, you know? But there's a slight chance that it might happen. Well, supposedly there's a, what? Wait, did I miss something? Supposedly, they... Well, no, so I think it's the same person that leaked... I think it's the same person that leaked Deadlock. Yeah, I don't understand. That, so, but I'm not sure. So you know how Deadlock got leaked because they were doing a closed alpha that they let everybody in? Or whatever. Supposedly, they've been working on another Half-Life game, and they leaked a few months ago that it was in closed alpha being currently tested. So it's like almost finished. Like they're letting Valve employees test it. So, you know, supposedly Deckard is close to releasing, supposedly, and, you know, Half-Life 3. Nice bike. Thank you. I really like it. Is this specialized stunt jumper? Yeah, so. Hello.
So she said that all their neighbors have like the...
Yeah, I'm pretty much done riding. I was fixing to go back to the car and then drive home. But I'll stream like halfway home because I'm way out in the mountains, so it's going to take me a bit to get there. I just came over to hang out at the river for a few minutes. It's really pretty here. But yeah, so supposedly I don't remember, but whoever leaked Half-Life is a credible leaker that a lot of their other leaks have been correct. Like, so good enough that I am willing to halfway believe it, at least. But believe it about as much as the VR headset might actually come out soon. So, you know, hopefully we're close to maybe like a VR headset coming out later this year or next year, and then a new Half-Life game. This is not wide enough to get me into bike through and not get shredded by blackberry bushes. Oh, chat, you're gonna watch me die. Yeah, I really like this. It's my first 29er. I had a 26-inch bike and the frame broke on it. It was a Jameson. And then I moved from Tennessee to Washington. So when I came out here, I bought me a new bike because I didn't have a mountain bike anymore that didn't have a broken frame. So I got this, it was used, but the person hadn't rode it much. So it was almost still brand new. I think they rode it like for a year, just a little bit, a few times. So it's a 29er stunt jumper. And I really like the geometry of, I rented a stunt jumper one time, so I knew I liked the geometry, like how it rode. So I found like a used one and bought it. I've always really liked it so far. So there's mountain bike trails on that mountain. Just one trail that goes up. Well, it's from the main parking lot, and then you ride down. There's a climbing trail and some downhill trails. Time for snacks. Wait, Wait, are you going to go eat? I want snacks also. Wait, does that have? I don't get that anymore. Unless you're saying you're leaving to go eat a snack anymore than what Sarah said. I'm a bit slightly confused. It's a really nice view of the mountains. Also, I was going to read chat again and see if I could get what Sarah said because I was interested and confused. Oh, da 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 da. Oh, wow, it took TTS 2 minutes to read that. Because this timestamp is 2 minutes ago and I just heard it right then when I responded to it. It did that a few times earlier. Like, I got a message and it read it like 3 or 4 minutes later. It's been reading everything, but it's been getting delayed a few times. I didn't see any. So I saw what looked like they would be good to eat, smushed blackberries on my wheel when I rode through, but I didn't see any on the bushes that were like ripe. I didn't look really good. Maybe I should, when I'm speaking, oh, also, yeah, since I stream to OBS at home and then stream to Twitch, there's probably, you probably have a 4 or 5 second, or probably somewhere between a 4 or 6 second delay between when I say something and when you watch it. Like if Twitch says like a 2 second delay, there's probably another 4 seconds that, 3 or 4 seconds that my setup adds on top of just the delay that Twitch says. Because there's like 3. Oh, no, I really don't like it. It didn't bother me, but I really liked having TTS pause when I talk during Beat Saber. It's way less brain melty. So now when I do IRL streams, TTS just still talks over me. And that's why I end up pausing sometimes. If it seemed like I've been saying something and then just kind of stop and then start saying it again. I've never heard of that. Is it in like Vancouver? I've only lived here for like 3 years. I've never actually been to Canada yet. So I guess not, or at least I don't have plans on it. I've never really gone to any biking events. I don't ride that much. Like today I rode a rail trail on my mountain bike. I need to ride more mountain bike trails because there's a bunch of really nice ones. Like there's some really nice downhill trails on that ridge that I've never rode on. Oh, okay, cool. So West Coast. Yeah, if it's like Vancouver, I assume Vancouver because I know mountain biking's super, super big in Vancouver. Like that's supposed to be like the place to go mountain biking. It'd be cool. I need to ride more to be worth going up there and riding really cool trails. I need to ride more trails here because like I grew up in the Southeast and rode trails, and in the Southeast you have more trails that are like washed out and stuff and hard to climb and harder climbs. Here stuff's a lot more technical. Oh, I see. Oh yeah, I've done that some too. I did that the other day. I was talking and then I started just reading chat and responding because TTS wasn't reading it off instead of not talking. And then I'm just like, I thought like, wait, dude, what are you doing? Why don't you just let TTS read and then respond instead of you reading it out loud, responding. And then once you get done with all of it, then TTS is gonna finally read it later. I was doing that the other day. It's like, wait. You need to just freaking chill out for a minute and let TTS get to talk. Anyways, I'm going to Uh-huh. I have to consciously remind myself to stop yelping. Anyways, I'm going to stop this real quick while I ride up to the car, and then I'll switch to my phone. So give me like 2 minutes, and I'll just be on a reconnecting screen for like 2 minutes, and then I'll still stream for a ways when I'm headed home. Oh, I need to repair my other phone. So anyways,
Bot says, scene switched
hello.
Tyrell phone Bilabox cloud, 2071, 72 milliseconds.
Oh, I can't talk
Luke
to you.
says, we back.
I can't. I was gonna switch to my wireless mic so I could keep talking while I put the bike on the car, but I didn't take the adapter. Do I have a C-to-C wire so I can just plug it up to my phone? That way. Yeah, back. Sarah, I just walked up in the parking lot to my car, like giggling, basically, for what you said about renaming it to the burrito scene. So I probably that would be really good. All right, I should be using the other mic. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Wireless mic. Instead of reconnecting. The message, yeah. I mean, well, TTS read it off to me. And I should rename BRB screen to, like, I don't know, burrito incoming or something, And then you can strategize, talk about if I got murdered by the burrito or not. And if I'm going to come back, if I'll be able to come back, stuff like that. should at least put a drone holding a burrito on it or something, you know, on the reconnecting scene. It would just be ridiculous. All right. Got my bike shoes off, and now I just gotta put my bike on the top of the car, and then we'll head out. Oops. I bumped the car with the bike seat because I didn't pick it up quite good enough, but it didn't bother anything. Oh, so you said Whistler. I didn't respond to that. You said Whistler is, north of Vancouver? Yeah, I didn't know how far north it was from Vancouver. So I knew that was like it was near-ish to Vancouver, and that's like the popular mountain bike area. So, there's I haven't read like near like all of them at all. Like I need to do a lot more riding. I've mostly done road riding. There's a lot of paved paths also, and then riding like the rail trail. Like I rode a rail trail today, and then just a little bit on a mountain bike trail. There was some little ones that cut off the rail trail that I rode around for a few minutes before I headed back. All right. Well, why does it say low bit rate? What happened while I was outside? Is it working? Now it's 2.5. Maybe it just died for a second. All right. What else do I need to do before I head out? iPhone. This is on Ethernet. Okay, this is using everything, so I can just keep everything set up like it is. Yeah, it's super, super pretty here. I really like living here in the summer, at least when it's not all rainy. Like this is far enough into the mountains, and there's just mountains all around. Here, I'll show you the mountains real quick before I leave, because I'm going to be driving away from them. To see, it's really, really pretty. There's that ridge, and then I want to hike up there. There's a few trails. That's Mount Si. And then you have all the mountains that way. I think that's Mount Washington. No, actually, I think the valley of the interstate goes up over there. So I think that's Mount Washington, and that's the mountain on the other side. And if I go up there, I'll probably ride or stream, because I would assume I'd have cell service the whole time since I have it in this valley. Although it doesn't seem like I have super good cell service in this valley, but once I get up on the mountain, it'd probably be better, because I think I had better cell service on the bike trail once I got up out of the valley better than I have than I do, at least in this parking lot. Yeah, it's really pretty here. Let's see. Right. Here. Forgot and left the keys in the back of the car. beside my shoes. This is good. I have a harder time keeping up with chat driving since I can't read, but I forgot to get my handlebar chat phone, so I had to really keep up with TTS on the bike anyway, because I couldn't. The whole stream I've been just like only occasionally checking up on, like actually reading, and mostly keep up with TTS. So I'm trained now. And those bikes are like really throwing up dust. I wonder how this TTS does the doo-dee-doo. No, the mileage on stream is real-time IRL. I don't actually know. I should record my mileage with Strava. It doesn't, for mountain biking, it's not very accurate. It just read that doo-dee-doo, about like that. Do-dee-doo. Just out like the same speed as normal. That's unfortunate. It doesn't do the doo-dee-doo, or whatever. I had been using my Fitbit to record my mileage riding because it does a lot better job than Strava. Like the GPS seems a lot more accurate than my phone GPS, but that's what I've started putting my heart rate on stream, and I use my Fitbit for that, and it can't record the mileage and run the heart rate app at the same time. Actually, I'll just go right from here. It's probably easier. Alright, is this a good view? I think okay. There, my windshield's really dusty and dirty. Yeah, I've been meaning to use it because even if it's not super accurate, it's still kind of cool having all the rides recorded. And I used to use it a lot and record all my rides, but like it does really good if you're riding on the road. On mountain bike trails, at least with my phones, it's not accurate enough, and it cuts off a lot of the really sharp curves. So like if I ride like say I don't know, like 5 miles, it'll say I rode closer to like 4 miles, like cut off like about quite a bit, or maybe 4.5 miles. It might cut off like a mile or a mile and a half, depending on how curvy the trail is on a 5-mile trail, and I guess in how many trees you're under also. My Fitbit seems to be a lot more accurate GPS wise, so it will cut off a lot less. It still cuts off a few curves on mountain bike trails. If I'm on a road or something, or a rail trail, it's like very, very accurate. I guess maybe it just has better GPS, or it's out on your arm and not in your pocket, so it can pick up like riding. I have my hands out and it's just like up on the top of my arm, so probably it can just see the satellites a lot better being up on my arm and not stuffed in a pocket. So Yeah. My brother has a Garmin watch, as I believe what it is. And he said his is really accurate. Like he showed me, even with mountain bike trails, it will cut the curves off like way less. So I think I turned left at the traffic light. This is like downtown North Bend. Oh, I was gonna go through. And it turned red right there. Uh-huh. Yeah, it seems like watches do better, at least from, my Fitbit and the watch like he had. And then I guess, watches that are just actually... I mean, Fitbit's mostly to tell you your heart rate and, all that stuff, more than mileage. Like, some of the Fitbits, I think, don't even have GPS, if I remember right. But, like, Garmin, makes, like, GPS stuff. Like, so I could see them being like, them making sure the GPS works really well. I've kind of wanted a Garmin watch. I don't know it. I don't know if they track sleep as good as Fitbits, and I don't actually know if I could get my heart rate on stream. Because on Fitbit, they make I use Pulsaloid, or whatever it's called, Pulsaloid. And there's an app that'll run on my watch. See it again. I was like sitting there leaning over where my head was, like the A pillar was in the way, so I could see with one eye. If I put the sun visor down, then I couldn't see the traffic light. Snoqualmie Valley Real Estate. Like a new building over there. Alright, cool. This is the right road. I wasn't sure if this went over to this exit or not. Right, see ya. It was nice talking about bike riding and stuff. Hope you have a nice time at work. Since I guess if you're fixing to go to work. My helmet keeps rolling around in the back of the car. If you hear the noise. I don't actually know if this ends or not. Uh-oh, my phone is overheating. I didn't think about that. It was fully charged so I figured I'd run it off the battery. Off the battery with the wireless mic, and that also pulls power from the phone. Probably should have just plugged it up to a charger. exit back, they have the interstate closed going, the road closed going under the interstate. So if you want to, the road's open on both sides, just not under the interstate because they're redoing the road there. So they're having everyone come up to that exit, get off, get back on the interstate going the other way to get onto the road on the other side of the interstate. So when I came out here, it was backed up. The interstate both ways was backed up so bad that the whole interstate was like slowed down. I almost didn't even come out here today because of traffic. When I got directions, it said it was going to take like an hour and a half to get back into town, but I figured if I streamed this late, by this late at night, the traffic would be better. Dangerous than getting eaten by mountain lions, right? Like the exit lane backing out into the right lane and pieces of shredded tire. Like it's literally like, you know, I was way more likely of like ramming someone back there where it was backed out into the interstate probably than getting eaten by mountain lions. I would assume at least. Like we were saying earlier about driving versus getting eaten. Slowed down, like, and then I was just there sitting and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna sit right beside this gas truck now, like double tanker gas truck, just hang out here. I need to like get over soon anyways, actually, because I'm not gonna get around any of these people because the pickup trucks camped out in the left lane.
Lionfish JMP0 says, don't get final destination. Final destination.
know either is it was a motorcycle, like, trying to drive in the back of my car behind me also. So there was the cars in front of me, the gas truck, and then I was being probed by a motorcycle, basically. Like, just, like, really, really close.
Fish JMP0 says, oh my.
And like, you know, the really, really close in the corner also. Like, I kept wondering if he was just gonna get tired of it and drive between me and the other cars, but I didn't really want to. I couldn't get in front of the gas truck anyways to let him by, and I didn't really want to tailgate the other cars more than get any closer than I was, so I just drove a decent distance behind them and just yeah, 'cause lane splitting is not, isn't it called lane splitting when you drive between cars? That's not legal here, but you see people do it sometimes, and like I saw somebody, I think last Friday maybe, on the way home on the interstate, when I think it was Friday because I've been taking Viral to work. It was one day and I was driving home and there was somebody just freaking there was somebody trying to kill themselves, is basically what they were doing. Like driving all the way down, like in between cars, like mega recklessly.
Fish JMP0 says, interesting, I'm pretty sure lane splitting is legal in Cali.
Yeah, I think it is. I think Viral told me it was in Cali. I don't remember if it is in Oregon or not, but it's not in Washington. I don't actually see very many people riding motorcycles here, which, I mean, the way people drive here, I wouldn't want to ride a motorcycle, mostly. Which, I mean, it depends on what area you're in. People aren't really being crazy on the interstate there. There's certain areas of town where, like, you know, people go crazy. Where I don't really want to ride my bike on the road. I wouldn't really. Yeah, I saw a lot more people in the southeast on motorcycles. Like, especially on nice days, you'd see a lot of motorcycles. But you don't that many here. But, I mean, the roads are really, really bumpy here also. And there's a lot of potholes and stuff. Like, I don't know if I would feel safe driving a motorcycle much here. And don't know if I would feel safe riding on a lot of the roads. Like, compared to the southeast, the roads are a lot smoother. Like here you have people driving 40 in a 60 and 80 in a 60. That sounds about like here. Maybe not 40. You have a lot of people here that drive exactly the speed limit, like 60. Well, you do have a lot of people that won't ever go. Yeah, like I guess you will. In the daytime, the interstate usually just kind of goes slow. Every single lane, like in town, like you're lucky if you can go above 45. This late at night, it'll get where there'll be people driving like 45 in the right lane, and then there'll be people, driving like 70 or 80 in the left lane. Because there seems to be a lot of people here that just won't, like even on the interstate, won't go over 45 or 50. Even though the speed limit's 60. Even in the evening when it's like not busy and there's nobody in front of them. like most people drive around the speed limit. Driving like 15 under the speed limit is like a little dangerous. About the same as, you know, driving 15 over. If mostly everyone's getting the speed limit, either way you're either flying by most of the people or in the right lane with people almost running you over. Here, most of the interstates don't have more than 2 lanes, unless you count the HOV lane. Well, I guess it depends on what interstate. .405, all south of Bellevue is just 2 lanes in HOV lane, and then like 167's 2 lanes in HOV lane. I-5's really, really wide, like 4 or 6 lanes most of the time, and people weave around like that some. Oh, that trailhead right there. There's a trailhead to the right I just drove by. I want to go hiking there one day. There's a parking lot right here to the left. That's where I walked at when I saw bear that day. So I know I have good cell service in this valley, so I want to go walk up the one on the other side one day. Average here is 3 lanes plus HOV. Yeah, here, I-5's wide, like in the whole metro pretty much. 405 is really wide between like Bellevue and all the way up to like where 522 cuts off, but then it goes down to 2 lanes in HOV. And right now they're widening it so it'll be another lane, but you know, south of Bellevue is 2 lanes in HOV. So really I-5 and then 90 where I got off over there was 4 lanes, I guess. But all the other highways here are pretty much 2 lanes in a HOV lane. I like the van that has been driving way slower than everyone else that I've been behind, sped up and then ran the traffic light. Like they're not in a hurry enough to even barely drive the speed limit, but in enough of a hurry to speed up and then run the traffic light. It's like, what the heck? Like, I can understand driving slow and not running the traffic light, or speeding and running the traffic light. But why would you drive slow and then speed up and run the traffic light? Like, that just seems like you're trying to hurry, but also not trying to hurry. Like, it's confusing. Blinded by the sun time again. I guess I'll drive another like mile or something, and I'll probably pull over at that store and find someone to raid. This is fun though. I had a nice bike ride. I really wish I had cell service all the way to the lake, but I guess it basically is kind of ish deadly depending on, you know, how much skin skin cancer gives you. Yep, yeah, same van, this one. They're not in a hurry right now either. I hadn't seen them in a hurry at all driving, other than when they saw that light turn yellow. And then, like, at least to me, it looked really obvious that they sped up a lot. Like, they started pulling away from me, like, really fast. And it was, like, definitely red before they went across the stop bar. Like, they weren't even close to not running it. That's mostly what I just don't get. Driving so slow and, like, you know, maybe drive slow and being careful so you don't, because you're worried about crashing. Or be driving slow because you're just not in a hurry. But then if you're worried about crashing and dying, running red lights seem, you know, pretty bad. And, like a good way to get killed. And, you know, I just thought it was interesting. Don't really get people that drive like they're not in a hurry and then run red lights on purpose. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm actually just really not a wholesome person. I just blabber about anything pretty much. And I found something to blabber about, the way the van was driving. Oh gosh. That just reminded me earlier, it hadn't even been that long since the van, because then we were talking about, me and Fish were talking about crashing and dying beside the tanker truck on the interstate. And, you know, how driving on the interstate seemed more dangerous than getting eaten by a mountain lion. Like, actually, just to drive home, the van was the second, you know, not wholesome topic. I guess it is too tempting. About talking about camped out, stuck beside the tanker truck and everything. Yeah, I think we started talking about it when I was mountain biking. I was talking about somebody got attacked by a cougar on Sunday over in Olympic National Park. A kid and their dad had to, like, fight the thing off. And then a mountain biker got attacked like 2 years ago. So that was when the death topic started. Talking about, while I was mountain biking, talking about the, you know, people that have been attacked by cougars in parks. I've only seen one bear. I went, yeah, like Sunday. Yeah, I've never seen a mountain lion. Me and Farrell actually saw a bobcat. When was it? She wanted to ride one day after work last week. And we went to this trail. Some of you have seen it. There's a gravel rail trail. That describes the one today also. But there's one that goes along the river down near Maple Valley that I've streamed riding on a few times. We went and rode there for a little bit, just a couple miles, and saw a bobcat. Now, I've never actually seen a bobcat here, so it was kind of cool. It walked out on the road and kind of looked back and saw us, and then kind of started walking faster and walked down the rail trail a ways and then dived off the other side. Oh, we saw a coyote there also. So I've seen a lot of coyotes here, but I've only seen one bobcat and I've seen one bear. And I hadn't seen any mountain lions. The bear was really, really cool. I wouldn't mind seeing another bear. There's just black bears here, and they don't, mess with you or anything. I mean, I guess if they had cubs nearby and stuff, maybe they would. The bear I saw was just like, there was a lady watching it and her dog, and then I showed up and another guy showed up, so it got decided with more people showing up that it was just going to move further away from the trail. But it definitely was not scared of us, but also didn't want to mess with us. Black bears are cute too. They're pretty cool. Yeah, they want to reintroduce. They're talking about reintroducing grizzlies to North Cascade National Park. So there's no grizzlies in Washington unless they reintroduce them up there. So who knows? There might end up being grizzlies here. I mean, not like here, but North Cascade's a few hours away. I might end up going someplace because I like North Cascade a lot. I want to go up there again sometime. That has grizzlies. Because I've been to Yellowstone. Doesn't Yellowstone have grizzlies? I was thinking Yellowstone have grizzlies. So I think I've actually been to parks that have grizzlies. I was turning off my wireless mic and some stuff I'm not using, so it's not just running down. I guess I should go see who I should stream and go ahead and stop and head home. But yeah, I do not want to see a grizzly. Black bears are cool. I've been meaning to. The bitrate was really, really bad that stream when I saw the black bear. So it's not super good quality, but I kept the recording. I've been meaning to cut out the part that it's just a black bear so people could watch it. So you don't have to go find, like, the whole thing's on YouTube, so you could go find it, but you'd have to find the right stream. I've been meaning to do that because I figured that'd probably be cool for people to see the black bear I saw. Alright, who is online? Twitch app thinks I don't have any internet. Definitely have internet here. Alright, I just needed to restart it. Alright, cool. Yeah, I'll do it one day and put it on YouTube. I have some highlight storage on Twitch also, so I could probably just put it on both. But at least put it on YouTube, and then it would be a video of just the bear that people can see. Because I upload all my streams on YouTube, so they're on there forever. After the, Twitch deletes the VODs. But they're all on there, so, like, it's hard to find anything unless you know the specific one to look at. Who am I gonna raid? Oh. Yeah. Does YouTube ever DMCA? Haven't yet. They send me a lot of notifications saying that my songs that if I was monetized, it basically says that the label owns the song, and if you're monetized, they get the ad money, and you can't monetize it. But I haven't ever gotten a copyright strike or anything. Probably just because of the small channel, and it seems like almost all the songs, like it seems like YouTube has deals with all the big record labels where they'll let you use their songs, they just want the ad money. So, like on a normal Beat Saber stream, most of the songs get tagged, and it's like this label owns it, and you can't monetize the video because, like, this song is in it. And with like just one Beat Saber stream that I upload, they'll be like, you know, freaking, you know, a whole list of songs like that. But nobody ever sends me copyright strikes. And I can't monetize my... I have a channel that I upload actual videos I record to upload, and then I have a channel that I just upload my Twitch VODs, and I've never had a copyright strike with either one of them. But, you know, they're both really small and I don't have that much stuff. So, I think you just have to copyright strike... I think you just have to upload stuff mostly from, like, smaller labels or smaller artists where the person goes and finds your video and decides they're just gonna, you know, strike your channel. Because it seems like all the big labels don't care as long as they just want to get the ad money if somebody watches your video that has, you know, their song in it. I've been a little worried about that like a lot of the songs that I replay, if one of them did get struck and it was multiple streams that I played the song, it would just, like, you know, nuke my YouTube channel, and then I won't have any of my streams backed up. But, like, I could go stick them someplace else also. It's, like, too much space for me to keep all the recordings myself. Like, I'd have to have so many freaking drives to record them and then pay for storage someplace. So I decided I'd just put them on YouTube, and then, you know, hopefully they stay there. If not, you know, if I didn't put them on YouTube, I wouldn't have streams backed up where I could go back and watch them anyways. Most of the stuff, other than maybe like Seeing a Bear or whatever, I don't know why anyone would really want to go back and watch the stream that much. Other than, you know, maybe just like streams. Alright, I guess I'll rate Ekong. He's playing Beat Saber, and he's really cool and chill. Really good at the game. Likes tech and stuff. How big is your average stream VOD? They're really, really large now because I just have unlimited data, and the upload's really slow, but I'll just leave them uploading overnight. So I've been just recording them at like 80k bitrate, and it's a lot better quality on YouTube then, and I can just upload that much. So they could be smaller, but I record in really high bitrate. So most of the recordings are like 50 or 60 gigabytes. For if it's like a 3-hour 15, 20. Yeah, mine used to be more like 15 or 20 gigs. Alright, cool. Cool. I'm glad you like them. So, mine used to be more around there. Now mine are more like 50, 60 gigs, something like that. So, I could make them lower, you know. So I don't know how long